Hello, welcome to Veritas. I'm your host, Adam Colazetti, and I'm here to guide you on a meditative adventure like no other. Join me and lose yourself in your imagination as we travel the outer reaches of the cosmos, quest for powerful talismans, and explore the inner realm of your subconscious. What might you find along the way? But be warned, fair traveler, this path is not for the faint of heart. On this path, of one thing I am certain, dragons be here. Are you ready? So how we're going to begin is you're going to sit comfortably, however that means to you. Could be legs crossed, could be sitting in a chair, whatever it is, sit somewhere comfortably that you feel relaxed and comfortable. And you're going to close your eyes and you're going to take 3 deep breaths. Deep breath in, count to 4. Deep breath out, count to 4. And each time you exhale, you're going to try and relax your body a little bit further. So you're going to inhale, pause, exhale. Pause. So as you're doing this and you're relaxing, it's in those pauses between breaths where we're going to go. That is where your creativity meets your imagination, meets your subconscious. So let's see what awaits you in the spaces between breaths. You reach out and place your hand lovingly around the music box. Things as exquisite as this deserve tender and care. You hold it up to the light. It is small and fits in the palm of your hand. The carvings are intricate and strangely enough seem to move and shift as you move it around in your hand. Carefully you run your fingers over the edges looking for a way to open it, but you find nothing. You run your hands over it again and hold it up to the light at a different angle, but nothing happens. Still, the twin dragons on the top are beautiful and so realistic. It's almost like they are alive. In fact, their gaze draws you in and you find yourself leaning in closer and closer until your nose almost touches them. You realize you are holding your breath and slowly you exhale. To your astonishment, it is your breath that gives them life and the dragons begin to move. Not just in a circle, but all around the box and even up your arms and around your back. Instinctively, you try to swat them off, but they're too fast. Faster and faster, they move up your arms and around your torso, then back to the box until you and the box are a blur of light. The box itself fixes your gaze. It grows larger and larger as your eyes drift closer and closer. The runes carved in the side seem to glow and your name appears ever briefly. Whether it was actually in your alphabet or you just understood it, you'll never know. The music box fills your world until there is nothing left but its intricate beauty, and you are barely aware of the dragons speeding around your body. At last there is a click, and the box springs open, and in an instant you are pulled forward into the box. It snaps shut and falls to the ground, bouncing once. A soft breeze blows through the garden as if you were never there. Meanwhile, your world is darkness. You are without mind or body, and you drift. You drift until you see lights, and the twin dragons reappear. It's the same as your dream, one light, one dark. Around and around they chase each other, neither one ever gaining or losing ground. Then music begins to play. It is the music of the birds and it brings you back to a sense of self you had momentarily forgotten. The melody has changed though. This is a song of nostalgia and brings you back to days long past. It is the song of safety and comfort, of the feel of your mother's arms and your father's voice. You had forgotten you could ever feel this safe. Eventually the song fades and you find yourself lying face down on a pane of glass surrounded by darkness. Cautiously you stand and turn, taking in your surroundings. The glass feels solid, although it is black like everything here, which means you can't tell how large it is. Carefully you step forward and touch solid footing. Another step is solid, but the third, your foot gives way to nothingness, to which you cry out. Similar investigation in other directions reveals you are standing on solid ground about 1 meter squared. You check your pockets, but the music box is gone. Is it possible you are inside it? Nervously, you hum the melody you heard as you floated in the darkness. To your astonishment, the square pane you are standing glows and comes alive. Like a movie screen, the memory you felt while you heard it plays beneath your feet. You pause to watch, and the memory fades away. You swallow and gather yourself, and when you are ready, you sing a new melody, this one of joy and bliss. You remember a joyful moment with friends, and the same scene begins to play on your square, but then on another square, and another and another. Like pieces of a checkerboard, they come alive. The emotions are so real, so overwhelming that you forget your fear, and without thinking, you hop from your square to another that has lit up, then to another. By the time you realize what has happened, you are far from your original square, and you're not sure if you could get back there. This realization gives you pause, and sure enough, squares flicker and grow dark, one at a time. With a start, you start singing again, louder this time. This song is about desperation and the memories that play are painful ones. This won't do. You shift from minor notes to something more uplifting, and now you remember learning to dance. The movement of your body to the beat of the music is so freeing, so pure. All the bent-up emotion of a lifetime of not moving melts away. You don't realize it, but tears flow down your cheeks. Somehow, they are fitting. Your song slows and your body begins to move. Around and around you twirl and leap, and somehow a memory lights up just in time to catch you. Faster now, you sing of nights under the stars and hopes and dreams, of telling secrets when whispering under the covers. You sing of hope and wonder and then shift to different times in your life. You sing of curiosity and nervousness, of fear and courage. All the while your body moves. It is graceful and erratic. You have poise and purpose, but are carefree and chaotic. You dance not only the story of your life, but of living your life. You dance the story of your past and the story of your present. You dance of the garden and of your dream. You dance of the dragons in your quest. All the while you dance of a great purpose. Round and round you twirl as sweat begins to trickle down your neck. Your hair flails and your muscles burn, but still you dance. Your chest bursts with joy and sorrow, anger and frustration, love and hope. It is wonderful and painful and glorious, and you feel all the emotions of your life, even those you kept hidden away. It all pours out of you in song and dance, and it is the most beautiful thing you have ever done. At last, exhausted, you pause in one final pose, and then bow so low your nose nearly touches the floor. Your chest heaves as you open your eyes and look around. There is darkness no longer. An entire dance floor of memories play out in front of you. Your whole life told as it was meant to. One by one, the memories begin to slow and stop and dim until the last memory plays out below your feet. It is of a staircase made of stone. It is here you must go. This is where the dance has brought you. You watch transfixed. In this memory, you are climbing the staircase. You are almost to the top. You can almost see what is at the top, and as suddenly as it appears, it stops, and there is darkness. You wake up once again staring at a pink sky. Beside you, the music box is open and plays the last verse of the song of your life before it snaps shut, glows brightly, and then vanishes. The chest is gone. You have painted your soul, danced the story of your life, and seen the branches of 1,000 futures. This is no small feat, worthy of a moment of reflection. It would seem, however, the garden disagrees. The ground shakes and chasms open up in the ground. Huge chunks of earth and rock disappear into the earth. Piece by piece, the garden crumbles, and there's nothing but you standing at the very center on one last piece of earth. Your last sight is up at the sky, and your last thought is of the beautiful colors as that last piece crumbles and falls into the darkness below, taking you with it. Welcome to Veritas. We're here to talk about truth. Whose truth? Well, hopefully yours. And we have been going through the Twin Dragons series. We have explored gardens, we have chosen items, and we chose the seed. We had a paintbrush, and then lastly we picked the music box. So Katelyn Bullock is here with me. Thanks for coming, Katelyn. Let's talk a little bit about
We're going to
the
choose
music
cards.
box, but you're right. Let's choose a card.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Here you go.
I love this stuff.
Right? The last one was kind of eerie. Go check out the last episode if you want to see something spooky. That one. Ooh, hawk. Very colorful. All right, let's see. What do we have to say about the hawk? Mobility, recollection, and cleansing.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Recollection? As in memories?
Wow. Brings the ability to see your life in perspective, to free you of unnecessary baggage, and to connect you to your ancestral roots. Wow. Fitting? Yes?
I'll be here all day.
Wow, okay. All right. Tell me about the music box.
That was intense. I loved the imagery of like the dragons going up around the body and creating such a blur. Then you're like, you hear the click and you're pulled in. Mm-hmm. That was a cool feeling. And then I was like in a point of duality for a minute where I was outside observing the box drop, but also inside in the darkness.
Okay, cool.
Right?
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I mean, from a humorous standpoint, I'm not a very good singer. So I was like, oh no, if I have to sing, I'm gonna fall. Like these tiles are not gonna light up.
Yeah.
But no, it was really cool to run through the memories of my childhood, right? And like be dancing around. And so I can't remember if I ever told you this. I have a feeling like somewhere in our journey I have, but I'm always trying not to dance.
Okay.
Like dancing is just my natural state, and at every moment that I'm not dancing, it's like I'm holding it back from dancing.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so it was like so freeing to be able to dance. And then I thought about, all these spaces and creating these tiles so I can dance even more, right? And like bringing all the memories back and like going through my life, kind of just dancing through it.
Okay. I like that. It's very fitting.
It was very fitting. And I was like, did I ever tell him that?
No, I don't think so. So, that's pretty cool. And I love the idea of, there's difference between this dance telling the story of your life, but not telling the story of living your life.
Yes.
That is different, right? Mm-hmm. So, any particular memories or things come up for you?
Childhood memories of hanging out with my best friend was Stephanie, and she lived like kitty corner behind my house, and we would always have these crazy adventures. And we didn't play with toys or dolls very much, like the odd occasion, but it was like these imagination adventures we would go on. And so there was a bunch of those memories. And then I lived my house across the street, we're at a dead end road, it was all woods. And so I spent my childhood in those woods, like in the ravine. Mm-hmm. Surprisingly, there was a ravine in one of the stories, right? And in the interlude there, and so in the ravine you go down, but I was just so connected with nature, and like that energy that would flow when I was a child. I don't even know if I recognized it. You were not trying to do anything or be anything. You just were with nature, and like to feel that power again, that kind of just grounded power. It was really cool. So that memory came up. Spending time with my family, my friends.
Okay.
A lot of dancing. Yeah.
Cool. Well, you got a big smile, so it feels it was a positive vision overall.
I have been blessed with a lot of great memories in my life.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So then, of course, at the very end, you commented in the last episode that there was no staircase.
There is no staircase.
It kind of came for a moment. You almost saw the top.
I want to go to the top, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I ever get there?
Well, the grand finale is coming up next, so
there better be a top to the staircase.
It might not be what you expect.
I guarantee it won't be what I expect.
All right, let's go find out.
Let's do it.
Join me each week as a new chapter unfolds. What worlds will we explore next? What gods and monsters will we find? What part of yourself will awaken? Only one way to find out.